to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
And now Washington's starting group. C.J. McCollum out there with Johnson. Then there's Marvin Bagley. Then it's Czar, and it's George, and at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. MP out there with Jackson. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Bounces high off the rim and drops. MP's got 5 now.
You know, MP's starting to look good there from the mid-range.
Outside, George. Johnson against Caldwell Pope. Unloads from 9. And the rejection by MP.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Morant outside. Here's MP. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 7.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain it.
Here's Czar, and the rejection by MP. And he stays with it. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 from McCollum. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Fades back, and it falls over the rim and in.
You can't have a better start than that. Connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
On the wing, Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jerome comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Johnson finds Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
The 3 from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 12 points in the game.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And here's McCollum for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Jerome in the corner. Back to MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Czar with the screen on Morant. To the paint. And the rejection by MP. Top of the key. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wizards trail by 8. Outside, George. Back to McCollum. They need this. The Wizards with another miss. And so, MV will bring it up for Memphis. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that had some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented. You've got to be 100% bought in, but then you also need some luck. 50-50 balls bouncing your way. They're getting all of that and then some.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Morant. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Drills it from outside.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Memphis.
MP fires from way outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Whitmore. Last game he had 10 points. Fires away from outside. That one doesn't go. MP has been leading the charge for the Memphis Grizzlies, and he continues to torment them from 3. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Scottie Pippen. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's MP in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
And they get it back. McCollum outside. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Bagley. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's MP. Count that one. MP's got 32 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Wells comes in for John Crenshaw. Sars checked in for Washington. Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Morant. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
And the length of Sar is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
And Tim, watching Alex Sar, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
McCollum outside. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bagley with a screen on Morant. And it's Whitmore missing. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. Takes the 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Morant. Sarr gets the bucket.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
MP outside. And yep, another basket.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Outside for George. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Pass to Morant. He's looking for MP and finds him. And the dunk by MP.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Cullen passes to George. Sarr against MP. Puts it up from 12. Sarr. Jerome with the rebound. Memphis leading by 23. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. McCollum with the ball. Last game we saw him score 13. From past the arc, knocks down the 3-ball. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
What they're getting with Quickly, he plays both ends. Plays with pace, and he can flat out score it.
Yeah, all the tools are there, and the consistency is coming along.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Wizards. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
So on the floor for Washington, Johnson is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Keyshawn George. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Sarr in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Johnson. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Shoots a fader. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at MP, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very
And good! He hits it again.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963, and that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Johnson, good.
Oh, great job converting through contact. Johnson needs to keep doing this moving forward.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Back to George. The Wizards working the ball around now. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Again, Memphis.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here's Czar. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down. The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Wizards. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And for a young player like MP, it's all about establishing good habits. Get yourself into a routine. Those will help you have a long career.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call.
Memphis with the ball. We've got Santi Aldama. Clark is out there with MP. Then there's Scottie Pippen. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Washington shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Middleton, a screen on Clark. Kispert wide open, he fires. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Pass to Carrington. McCollum deciding where to go with it. For three, Kispert, and the three ball is good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, Whitmore. Middleton left side. Over MP. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Hits it from three-point range.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Carrington. Pass to McCollum. Here's the screen. No good with the triple.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
A three from MP. And the Grizzlies another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Middleton against MP. Stolen by Pippen. And here's MP for three. Rebound, Washington. To the middle. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. McCollum outside. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Here's MP, and another one.
And this remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now number 2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
He's among some elite company. Makes you wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He is a lot of fun to watch. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Again, what an avalanche! And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Middleton against MP. Pass to Whitmore. There's the 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
McCollum outside. Pass to Whitmore. That 3 off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no